how's it going? Clint Lund here, Lund MX. How you doing? We got another fun one today, and when I say fun, I mean not very fun at all. We are going to be working on one of the crunchiest bikes that I've ever touched. And when I say crunchy, I mean literally. Let's go take a look. This 1989 CR500. It is crunchy. Like plastic's brittle crunchy. But I found some cool things on it. For one, Camel Supercross number plate. I'm thinking this was an ex-pro bike. And there's other things that kind of make me think it was. Like the foot pegs. Those foot pegs are pretty interesting. The extra wide foot pegs weren't really a thing until later on. Shock had a sticker done at one time. Let's say who was tuning it. Another foot peg as well. Now, the bad thing is the motor when it got here was just extremely dumb. I'm trying to find the parts as I talk to you. I'll show you the piston that came out of it. And this is no joke. Look at that. That's what came out of that engine. So that's one reason it stopped riding. And then homeboy that owned it let it sit with the coolant inside of it for way too long. And as some of you CR500 enthusiasts know what happens when you do that, it corrodes the entire case. And I believe I already threw the case away because I didn't even want it being in my shop. Yep, here it is in the aluminum scrap pile. Take it over here so you can see. Look at that. There's not even any water outlets on top of it. So you could kind of put together in your head what kind of condition the engine was in with this cover, that piston inside of that crunchy ass frame that's been sitting on the side of some dude's barn for, he said 16 years. I'm going to say it's longer than that. But guess what? I got the motor all built. I'm going to put it back together. Going to get that baby back on the dirt. So strap in, sit along, check it out, and let's have some fun. Alright, I thought I'd show you guys the motor that's going in it. Nothing spectacular. I just did a stock rebuild. I know I'm going to catch some flack for not painting this side case black. But bring it on. Bring it on, guys. I don't know. I didn't feel like painting it black. And then this rag is just blocking the passages from getting any dust. But yeah, just a stock rebuild, nothing special. I did go up and clean up the porting a little bit. And but I mean, cylinders punched out to 50 over. That cleaned it up. You know, obviously new water pump cover, impeller kit, all that good stuff. Made sure so everybody knows what's up. Look at that. I know it sucks. Whatever. Yeah, and I got a carbonator for it because the carburetor that was on it was just a piece of crap. That was so corroded. So I went and found one on eBay. Look how beautiful and clean it is. I literally just took it out of the box to show you. I'm going to definitely have some carburetor cleaner, some brush action coming on to this thing real quick. But yeah, that's a carbonator going on it. And we already got the electronics. It doesn't have radiators because you guessed it, they turned into powder. So I got to get radiators. But we'll still get it in, and we'll still fire it up today. We don't need no stinking radiators to fire it up. These are fire-breathing dragons. They don't need water. Right? Alright, time for some time lapse. As you can see, I ran into a snag. I gotta take off this exhaust manifold piece because it's not letting me manipulate it to get this behind this plate. Keeps hitting this, so I gotta take that little bastard off. Alright, well, after some wrestling, I had to take off the subframe, I had to take off the exhaust manifold piece, but she's in. See? CR500. Isn't that cool? 1989. Some of you probably weren't even alive in 1989. Some of you were riding these in 1989. Some of you, your dad was riding these in 1989. Either way, someone's been in contact with the CR500. Okay, she ain't much to look at, I know, but let's keep tapping away. Can you see that? Sometimes on eBay you win, sometimes you don't. Dang it. Okay, so where we're at now is, the good thing is, it has spark. Because one of the things I was hoping, when you're getting a used bike like this that's been sitting and it's all corroded and stuff, you never know what you're going to get. But we got spark, and I know I put a new crank and piston, ring, cylinder, you know, that's all good. The reeds could be better, but we're going to run them. About to dump some oil in it, put the gas tank on, and I think she'll be ready to fire. Yeah. And just to show you guys, this is kind of cool. I have a set of 95 CR500 forks. They're going to go on this. Because look at this. Look at the aluminum. It's just coming apart, boys. Look at that. I might even have to cut those out. Again, crunchy bike. Crunchy, crunchy. Oh, 89. 6 of 88 is made. Yee. But we're about to get it fired here in a second. I got the pipe down here. Got the pipe gasket. The stupidest little pressed metal gasket. And put a gas tank on it, some oil in it. We'll fire it up and see what's up. Okay, well, we're getting to something that kind of looks like a dirt bike now. And we are ready to fire, I think. Got all my wires hooked up, tanks on. Just need to put my fuel line on. But check this out. When I was putting up the exhaust, do you see in the exhaust pipe some like fur? I think there's a rat's nest in there. Like literally. So I'm going to make a little hook. You'll see here in a minute. We'll check and see if there's anything in there. Oh yeah, I can't even push it in. It's stuck. Well, you're going to have to give me a break here. I'm going to fish this stuff out and then... Alright, well, much later in the day now. I got busy with a couple other projects. As you can see, I do have my hands full at the shop here. But in between my spare time, check her out. And I went to go fire it up, and then it backfired, went boom! Then my son said, hey, something blew out of the exhaust. Look at that rat's nest. Yeah! Oh, it's a good thing I didn't start with that in there. But check it out. So, I had a leaking gas tank. I've had some problems here. Here's a gas tank that was on it. Luckily, I had not a whole other, but another 89 CR500 to pull parts from. But anyways, this tank unfortunately had cracks in it. I don't know if you could see if the camera here will get the shot, but there's like a crack right there, another crack right there. So after I filled it up, it just started puking, and yeah, that was a big bummer because I was hoping to use that tank, but I was going to save this one for something better because it's nicer. Anyway, give you side B. But so we're going to go for first fire on this pig. No muffler, so I'm sure it's going to be loud as heck. But yeah, good old Honda, you know. Run it without oil, without coolant, whatever you want. Let's do it. Don't want to let it get too hot, but there we go. Obviously, petcock needs a rebuild kit. Looks like it stopped dripping. Bummer. But yeah. Woo, you see that vibration? That's a classic Hondiggity right there. Heck yeah. Alright, boys and girls, well, stay tuned for all the other good shenanigans here at the shop for the Hondiggity. Woo! Man, that thing had a lot of rusted bolts and when bikes sit that long, there's so much crap that's just rotten. Chain guards, chain guides. I'm glad I went through the motor, whole motor, you know, crank, piston, cylinder, gasket kit, bearings. I mean, that motor is the best part about that bike right now, and unfortunately it's just another one of the projects here at the shop. I'm just going to sell it here probably pretty quick. I'll leave it rough and just sell it for like $1,500, and the motor is worth that by itself for a lot of people who do like the AF conversions, but maybe I'll ask a little bit more. We'll see. But I might recover the seat. But no title or anything like that, which is kind of a bummer. Other than that, thanks a lot for joining me from London Megs here at the shop, garage, whatever. Click like, please. I love those likes. It helps me out a lot. Also, the Isaac and Ivan videos are still coming. We ride every weekend, but I don't always remember the GoPro or to record because we're so excited to ride. But please like, please subscribe, please tell your friends if you're into this stuff. I try to build custom bikes or just even fun bikes as often as I can, off season in between Supercross. But yeah, thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.